So what are the definition and interpretation for that condition of contract? The first thing will be advance payment. When you are doing any work for anyone, there will be a payment. It is necessary in advance for that particular project. Let's say, for example, you took a project for $100 million. So minimum a main contractor has to release a 10% of an advance payment. Okay, so it is like around if it is $100 million projects, then a $10 million has to be released by client for that particular work. That is known as advance payment. The second one will be the payment bond. What is payment bond? A payment bond is a bank guarantee, which is you need to give to the client against which you need to do the work. Let's say, for example, like you took a project for the $100 million. So you need to give a payment bond or a bank guarantee to the client that you will not run away and you will finish the work. If you are not doing it, if you are not able to finish that work, that bank guarantee, a contractor can be used against you. So that is a second condition of contracts, that is payment bond. The third one is drawings. Who will give the drawings? Who will prepare the drawings? This all should be decided by the consultant. And this in advance we need to write it in our condition of contracts, whether who will give the drawings. Generally the drawing specification and BOQ will be given by the consultant because the client is paying to the consultant to making all these informations. Later on you will have your drafting team. Based on that tender drawings, you need to make it your AutoCAD drawings to make understand your people. What are the things, how we need to do the things. Now, the next one is cost of the projects. As like every company has an estimation department. So once the scope of works and everything, drawings, specification, BOQ will be released by the client or consultant, then a total quantity takeoffs and total cost of the projects has been determined by the contractor. The next one is bill of quantity. Bill of quantity, we already discussed what is the bill of quantity, and this is what we are discussing about it. Once the consultant is preparing the drawings, they himself taking a quantity for the drawings and they are putting in the bill of quantity, and they are putting in that one format which is known as bill of quantity and which is released by the consultant. The next one is contractors' equipments. Like for anything, any work which is to be installed in the construction works, there is some equipments required for the executions. So who will provide this equipments? This is decided by the client, and this has to be written in the condition of contracts. Let's say, for example, I need to install for the ducts, so I need this scaffolding. The scaffolding is a platform on which my people will use it, and they'll go on the height and they'll install the units. So who will provide this equipment? Whether client will give, the main contractor will give. This all will be decided by into the condition of contracts. Next one is contractor's representative. What is contractor's representative? In short, is a consultant. Consultant is the one who design it, who make the specification, and he is the responsible one to ensure to the client whether the contractor has fulfilled the client's requirement or not. Okay. Now the next one is payment certificates. Payment certification is something like once the scope of work is cleared. So once you install the material, so this payment you have to certify it. Okay. Let's say, for example, I installed the AC machines already. As an HVAC contractor, I installed the HVAC machines. Now this HVAC machines, when it is installed, the client will pay the payment after they'll see the installation. So you need to bring a consultant, and consultant will verify, okay, the contractor has done the work based on the drawings, based on the specification, based on the client's requirement. So he will certify the payment, and the consultant will approve to the client, and the client will release the payment after your installation. Defect and liabilities. So I already discussed, like consultant has given the drawings and specification. Okay, so if there is any defect in that particular things, and if there is any liability which is involved, which is deviating your specification, it is deviating a client's requirement. If you as a contractor is doing anything against client requirements, that will be known as defect and liabilities. So who is the one who will pay for this defect and liability is a contractor, because it's a contractor's mistake. So this is known as defect and liabilities. Next one is warranty. Warranty is something like, if I am a client and I am building a contract, I am hiring a contractor to build for me a building, then I need some warranty for everything. As an HVAC contractor, if I am a client, what I need from the HVAC contractor is the warranty for that particular AC units what he has installed. So at least I need 18 months warranty. Okay, whether this machines will work for the 18 months or not. If there is any problem in between that, then the contractor's responsibility is to change it free of cost. Change it free of cost. Okay, so that is known as the warranty of the material. Provisional sum. So this is very important things which is used in condition of contract as provisional sum. And when you go through a BOQ, you will find so many provisional items. What is provisional item is something, as an HVAC contractor, a client is hiring an HVAC contractor to do the supply, installation, testing and commissioning of the HVAC works. But client has his own supplier for supplying the AC machines. So the client can say, okay, like I have my own supplier, I'll give you the AC machines from my cost. Your work is only to install it, test it, commissioning, and you can do your remaining ductworks and all. Or the client will give the budget. Okay, I have budget only $1 million for the AC machines. So if you can buy from this $1 million, you include it in your scope of works, or otherwise don't include. I'll supply in $1 million. So this is called as a provisional sum, or in short, it is a fixed cost for any particular item. Here I am talking about HVAC works. So I'll talk about AC units. Like this is a fixed item. The client will say, I have a budget for $1 million. If you buy it, you include it. If you cannot buy it, you don't include in your cost. I'll supply for the material. So this is known as provisional sum. It's a very important condition for your condition of contracts. We need to read it very carefully when you are reading the contract. The next one is law and laws, that we have already discussed. Like everything, whatever you are building it, you have a particular law of doing that work. So anything you are doing it on the site, anything you are building it on the site, that will go on with the law. Okay, because like finally you need a sewerage connection to your building. Finally you need the plumbing connection from the authority. Finally you need a DEVA connection, the electricity connection from the authority. So the authority is the one which inspect whether this building is constructed based on the construction law or not, based on the government laws or not. So this all will be very important when you are reading a condition of contracts. The next one is government authority. Government authority, always it is involved for anything. Okay, because like finally you are getting electricity, water and sewerage from the government only. So the government authority will be always in the condition of contracts. So let's say, for example, I'll give you an example for the plumbing works. Plumbing works, you are taking water from the government. So the government's responsibility is to provide a water meter to each and every flat. Or you are taking an electricity from the government. So the government responsibility is to provide a kilowatt hour meter, or in short electric meter, outside each and every flat, so that the end of the month they'll measure how much units has been consumed, how much water has been consumed, or how much LPG has been consumed. Based on that, they'll give you a final account to your bill. Here in Dubai, we call it as a DEWA bill, Dubai Electricity and Water Authority. This is the government authority who will provide you the electricity, water and gas, and at the end of the month you will receive a monthly payment. So this much you have used it, and this much you need to provide it. So come to the topic again, so this is very important, government's authority, you need to comply for that. The next one is testing and commissioning. Like I have already explained to you what is testing and commissioning. After supply and installation, you need to make a testing and commissioning of that particular works, whether it is working properly, it is not working properly, or you need to change it, you need to commission it. Whatever it is, you need to stick to this testing and commissioning. The next one is time of completion. Every project will have its own time of completion, which is decided by the client. So if a client need a project to be completed in 18 months, then you need to fit its requirement to finish your works. It can be extended, like due to some delays. There is some for an example, there was a COVID last 2 years back, so all the sites it's been delayed at least for 1 year. So you cannot predict, okay, before 18 months you can finish this project. No. So this time of completion will be written in your condition of contracts. When you are signing as a contract, it will be clearly written the HVAC works has to be completed in this particular time. If there is a delay from the client or contractor, then you are entitled to pay